similar kind of setup. He was teaching PTs how to systemize their business. Lots of different facets and umbrellas and avenues that you can go within it. And Stef came along to speak one day. And instantly, Sam was talking about it. And you know, energetically, you just kind of go, I want to talk to this guy. And we got kind of chatting, and he was talking about a few processes, and it just aligned with some work that I've done in this very room. And I said, were you talking about MJB seminars? He said, no, but I know Mitch. He said, and I've done that before, and straight away with this kind of synergy and point to talk about. And I said, I don't know how we're going to work together. I don't know when, I don't know where. I just know we are. I said, I really resonate with everything you said. Now, March last year, when I get diagnosed with a cancer, I don't think I've actually said that. If anyone doesn't know that, most of you do, because you know me well. He was one of the first guys I called. And I kept saying it. I was kind of embarrassed to call you. I was like, listen, mate, I don't know why I'm calling you. I just feel as if I should. And the friendship was born, similar to what I was saying about Martin. I don't know if this appealed to Martin earlier. That duration of knowing a person is completely irrelevant of the connection and the foundations there. And it was a pillar of strength. And some people that I'd heard of, and I've maybe kind of silently Facebook stalked, he was good friends with them, so he connected with me direct. One of which, tomorrow, quite prominent, Damien Donahue, he was also instrumental in my recovery. So, there's no mistakes. We're going to bring the house down tomorrow when we finish. We're going to demystify that a little bit with genetics. We'll talk a little bit about epigenetics and metaphysics, and we might take a little sprinkle of Sammy Girl's stuff, and we'll talk about being old souls. Because we've been here before. Just to kind of leave that with and just freak some of you right out as if it's not been 8 hours enough of, whoa, especially after this guy. He's just next level. But we'll explore all that. But for today, I want to finish strong. And that, Troy will back me up here. The male ego kicks in when we're getting tested with the Zora. Hold strong, stronger, and then like that's what I said. And I looked at him and I was like, hold on a minute. And then you fix the posture, breathe in, you go, right, try it now, boom. And I'm like, you're pushing harder, you big fucker. I was like, that's not the same strength that you were doing before. And it just completely gets that down. But that finish stronger, that had been in my head for so long. I said, right, we need to get him in the finished article. But before we can pick up a weight, let's just regress it back to base level. When people seek health change, fundamentally the first thing they go to do is change the body, some way, shape or form. Usually because they don't like the shape or form. So they want to change it to look better, to get more kind of plaudits and a level of acceptance. But I think we've touched on it already, that when you accept and love self completely, the world then mirrors that back. But you need to earn the right to get through certain levels. So before we play with some of this stuff tomorrow, so you see it, we've got kettlebells and we've got boxing mitts and pads for tomorrow. I believe you need to earn the right. So we're going to do some body stuff. We're going to move the body weight stuff. So when you bring in some equipment from the black roll guys and you're just using your functional strength, your relative strength, your own body, you can see how difficult it's actually become because we've de-evolved round. So there's 3 planes. Right? There's the sagittal transverse. Oh, that's an old one. Coronal. I've never even used that before anyway. But basically, the motion is we can move forward or backwards, we can rotational, and we can move sideways. When you go to a corporate gym, you don't really see much of that. You see sitting down in a chair that you've probably just sat on for 9 hours previous at the desk job that you hate, so stress is already up, energy levels are already down. And if you're a young guy, probably, and I'm generalising here, between 18 and 25, you're going to go straight onto the curl. So you've been sitting all day, you're completely locked up. We've tested that earlier with the black roll, and we're going to do that. Now, you don't need to have a real extensive knowledge of the body, but the bicep is one of the smallest muscles in the whole thing. We're in there because we think, we just want to see the front. Nathan Baxter's going to talk about this as well. So you see these big units in the gym, and then they turn around, and you go, oh, where did he go? Because everything's here. It's all about acceptance, chest, quads, abs. But we just need to get that gone and realise we're whole beings. So, Stef and I are going to talk about the 9 functional movements of the body. He doesn't really know much about this, but I'm going to add in a little bit of humour, and he's going to show you how to move through those 3 planes, and we're going to do a little kind of yoga-esque workout, all right? So if you can get into a bit of a space, stand up, put your left hand out, and then pull your shoulder back a little bit. So that's the first pull one. Then bring your right hand out, do the same, then bang them together, and welcome my mate Stef up to the stage. Good. I don't think we need this. So we're just going to have a play, but before I get Stef to tell a little bit about himself. One of the things I greatly admire about Stef is from physical performance to physical exploration to yoga and spirituality, different modalities, to fasting protocols, to sourcing good food, to growing certain things, to supplementing appropriately. I'm not blowing smoke up his backside because, again, I'm Scottish, and for those of you who know me, like, to get well done, like, it's heartfelt. I mean, I don't bullshit. He's the most put together I know in terms of walking his talk across the spectrum of different areas of holistic health. So he looks the part, but more importantly, when he speaks, you'll feel it more. All right, so take it away. Just give them a little microphone. Thank you.
So some of you I know, some of the faces I've seen here before. Not everybody though, so welcome and well done on you for investing in your health and investing in who you are and in your growth and expansion of self, which is very beautiful. A little bit about me, very, very brief because this is exciting, so I'll speak more to this tomorrow, but effectively I just want to grow, I want to learn, and I do that through teaching. So I want to know as much as there is, I want to connect to as much as there is about life, about existence, about consciousness, this thing called consciousness, this awareness of self that we're going to speak to tomorrow. And I just want to immerse myself in that as often as possible with as much care and love and diligence as possible. And I do that as well through teaching. So I teach or I express ideas or wisdom per se, but part of it's selfish because I want to understand, connect to and feel and embody and embrace and so forth, all of that as well. So that's a little bit about me, but we'll speak more about it tomorrow, but let's get into this.
Cool. So anyone that's watched the Facebook Lives of late, there's been, on the day, just a text back and forth, go, how's your past couple of days been? Like, a little bit charged about that, but quite inspired. Funny you should mention that, cool, topic done, we put it out, we just do it. 1 week we turned up, it was completely off the cuff, and it was the best one we did, and people were going nuts on it. So I have no problem throwing him in the deep end a little bit. But this is what we're going to talk about, and I've not even spoke to him about it. So, if you come to do workouts, whereas a Gate to Life, or with me one-to-one up at Self Mastery Chef, there's levels to what we're going to do. So what I want to do is, within the body, the relative strength, just moving a body in different planes, I want you to throw in different kind of curveballs. So we'll start with one movement, and then just try different levels. So I'm going to give you a little bit of, hopefully a little bit of humour, and the analogy of what these 9 movements represent. So balance, that is the universal job. So it's a stress you need to forget about straight away. It's already taken care of. It's already in there. But once upon a time, mum, or your mum, met your dad. And that was a perfect balance. Because everything that he didn't have, she had. Everything she didn't have, he had. And they came together. And Dad went, oh, this date's not as balanced as what I thought it would be. There's a couple of extra bodies, Mum, there's a couple of extra lines, something to release and get it back in balance. And before you know it, Mum and Dad engaged in a little bit of physical activity. Okay? Just a little bit. The balance brought them together, and then there was a pelvic tuck and a pelvic tip. For the yogis in front of you, call it the handicap. Right, so we've got pelvic tuck. So this is when you see people getting a bit prudish and going, no, but there's a lot of mothers in here, so it's happened at least once. So let's just listen up. So thumbs around the back here. Everyone do that for me just now. A couple of fingers here in the front, just on your hip bone. I want you to push down with the thumb. Like sexy face machine. Get half an out of stop. And push down there. And that might be a little bit uncomfortable for some of us. Now I want you to look at the person next to you when you're doing it. And if you're feeling really comfy or you're feeling a little bit sexy, if you give some of Martin's sexy water in, you give them a little wink. Right? Now the reason why I start with that one is because the plank challenge was something that was very big for that one. You had 15-minute plank challenges, which were a bit of that. The people that really like the bum is away up here. So we've got two categories. You've either got people that love their bum and they want to show it off, more of a kind of downward dog, or we've got the floor humpers. Right? There's no pelvic tucker tail, there's nothing romantic about it, it's just about a pound. So what we want to do is get into that position and tuck under here. Squeeze the glutes together. Right? And you'll feel it in there. And this 15-minute plank that people talk about, try that for 30 seconds and let's know how it goes. So spread out a little bit. That'll be the first move that we'll start with. So that brings in the balance in the pelvic tuck and tail straight away. If you've got a baby in front of you, don't do that. Cool. Just have a play. Oh, that's funny. Good. I want you just to feel the movement. If you can, stack the wrists, the elbows and the shoulders. Okay. And then I want you to imagine when you tuck the pelvis under, imagine you have no pockets, but you've got the $10 million lottery ticket and the only place to keep it is between your bum cheeks. Squeeze them together and your arms will start talking to you. Hello. Can I just say also, you've all got great backsides. You can go without food for 4 weeks. Go without water for 3 to 4 days. Try and go without a breath 3 to 4 minutes if you're a Navy SEAL diving. Some of you are forgetting that a little bit there, so just breathe through it. And relax. There we go.
Push the ground away from you.
Push the ground away. There you go. Take a breather. Right? So that's your entry level. Now I'll pass the torch over here. I'm interested to see what this guy does. So that's the first cup.
I always like this one. This is a little different. So maybe it's a little bit extreme, but you can go a little bit wide. Get your tilt on. Lift your left foot up, but keep your knee stable. And then your right up, just like that. That's it. Just like that. So all you do is literally lift a couple of centimeters.
Well done. So remember, without moving, everything has its purpose, everything has its place, everything's progressed. So this is like a little bit more from the black old guys earlier and did the crawl position.
So now let me give you a few progressions to that. Yeah?
Okay.
So we're here, and just raise. But keep it tilt on. Don't do that. Don't lose your
Get to
glutes.
life, guys. I'm expecting you to rock this.
And push the floor away from you. Yeah. So just all you're doing is just lifting one foot up just slightly. Hold that for 10 or 15, and then switch legs.
Squeeze through the glutes.
And what you want to do is you want to maintain that posture the whole way through. Yeah. As you were in the plank with 4 points of contact, you want to be exactly the same with 3 points of contact. And once you've held 10, 15 seconds each side, just change over.
Whoa. Some of you ladies purposely holding your breath so you can kiss a life by Rumbled, I know that. I know that face, anti-Kaz. Once upon a time I used to get that. I'm traded in now. Right, little progression. Right, so, we spoke about this earlier. The next kind of movement is roll and rotation. Right, so remember the banners brought them together. So there was big, the world stopped. Worlds collided. The balance was there, the synergy was there. It was trust. So we went for the tuck and tail. And then with disappointment. So we wanted to roll the table. Right? So I want you to go back into that first plank position. Everybody. And bring your, well, whatever your dominant hand does, bring it up, and if you're too close to the person next to you, be careful you don't slap them. And I want you to rotate through the trunk and look up to the sky. Oh, lovely. Well, just listen to your own body. If you need to put your hand back down, put it back down. If you want to rotate, go straight into the other side. So put the hand down and flip over. Yeah. There's 101 different rotations we do. Just choose to do this one. And just relax. This time when you go to do it, I want you to rotate it round and see if you can pull the shoulder back in a little bit whilst pulling through the tricep, like this good man here. There. Walking that right down. But that's the next thing. See, this is what I mean. We don't even need to talk. No, you're right, mate. So it rotates round, and then I want you to rotate your eyes round a little bit as well. So this is leading into a bit of Z-Health stuff that Big Nathan will talk about tomorrow. And look at how that, with the nervous system, just with the head position and the eyes position, thankfully, is literally a great one.
When I do that kind of movement at yoga, twisting my head like that hurts my neck.
Don't do it.
So putting it down, okay.
If your body's giving you feedback, it's telling you something's not quite right. But the question should be, like, why is the feedback? That's been a common theme through everybody today. Everyone in their own modality has been not symptom, where's the source? Right? Give it a little go. See if that makes a difference. Rotate round, because we've taught all this stuff. Now, hopefully you would have got the download when you went for your tickets, the me time one. And I was talking about the Swiss Army wife. Now, you ladies have got handbags, shopping, kids, mobile phones, trying to get your keys open. Do you really need to be this one-dimensional C3PO person that we've taught? That's not how we move. Or rotate, keep the head in here. Says who? Says who? The body always adapts. Sure? Let's see if we can have a little spinny and rotate all the way. You've inspired me, Daniela. Rotate all the way right round and go into tabletop. So bring that hand round.
And then my body, just like that.
There we go, that will do it. Tabletop. That's okay. So you can reach, that's next there. Just bring it all the way around and push up. Have a little play. And by the way, you don't need to stay over there. You can move around.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Scorpion. Scorpion. Cool. Lovely. Well done, Chris. Beautiful. Rossfield never said this earlier, guys, but the physiotherapy, his tagline for his company is movement is medicine. So have a play. Who's getting some feedback from their body? Telling you some stuff? Cool. Right, stand up for me. Oh, I got him now. Next level. Right. And either with eyes open or closed, whatever's easy for you, I want you just to go over your left shoulder and just nice and relaxed. Just bring it back down a little bit. Just rotating it. Similar to the foot foam rolling earlier, you can go as fast or as slow as you like. If you feel a certain something, there's a little blockage, honour it. Breathe into it. Belly breath. Very graceful, I love the opposite hand as well. Yeah, it's cool. No. Just because it's not a taste. Cool. I want you to turn to the person next to you, shake the hand. Don't move your feet. Reach. I'm really gonna pass this on a little bit. So that's just everything in life is balance, guys. It's where the foundation for everything goes. from there, yeah, that is an act that preserves the evolution of a plant. Right? Like, all joking aside, and we don't know how to control it anymore, and we don't know how to mobilise it or free it up again because of these kind of things and other stresses that we have in there. The rotational part is a lot of people don't want to look into their past. People don't want to think about mum and dad doing it, and that's why we've got other skeletons in the closet. People don't want to look behind them, even though ironically for the most part they're stuck there, because mentally they're constantly going back. So when you rotate back in life, look at starting point. Look at before you purchased your ticket for this, look at before you walked in the door this morning. And then look at you now, bring it back to that point. And look in just like 8 short hours how much you've came, how far you've came, sorry. And then look round the other way and go, I wonder what tomorrow will bring. Now if there's anything you can take away from these 2 days, please have that childlike wonderment to approach every day in life. Be grateful for yesterday regardless what it brought. Be here and now in the present. Go, I wonder what gifts tomorrow's going to bring. Now that's hard when there's emotionally been something going on. But when we can do that, we can squash this. That's where Zona was saying, I'll deal with the physical stuff, but we can go into the levels of the mind. So that's all the rotational part is. The next thing for me is the squat, and that's just the ability to go up and down the levels of life. And I know he's got plenty for it here. You do some squats for us, buddy? Cool. I'm going to give that a little go. Just see what your body's telling you. You can make it as difficult, as hard as you like. Actually, you guys, well, I'm saying you don't know why it's a surprise. You are here. You're obviously health is a value, it's a given. You're moving pretty well. Cool. Who's heard some of the myths that knees can't go over toes? Anyone ever heard that? Yeah? Anyone ever watched a baby squat? Anyone watched an Olympic powerlifter win gold? And then see it get cancelled because the knees went over the toes? No. Right? So it's something that's just myths again, but it's like the diet, it's what's right for you. So try that. That was going on. See what's going on. What's your body telling you? Try the other side. What's that? Hand squats. Can you tell us the breath for this one?
Yeah, contralateral breathing.
To be out and way down, so this is reverse to what we do at the gym. Well, let me feel the breath as you can try and blow my grey hair off.
That's your bottom position. Just that, as you feel the balls of your feet. Obviously my knees are far over my toes, my back is straight. If you have mobility, flexibility issues, maybe a bit difficult. That's it, there you go. And then just come up and drop heels on the ground. And then on the balls of your feet, shift your weight forward slightly. Good. And then it becomes a fluid movement. But don't do that unless you've got just that right first. So use your hands for balance if you need to. Take your knees out a little bit, in, and come up and drop your heels. Slowly. Indian wrestlers would do this like 500 to 1,000 reps before they even start training.
Any Austin Powers fans? Yeah? Ready? Up the toes. What floor are we going to? Let's go. Nice and slow, everybody. Come on. Down we get. Tell me if this is harder or easier. Oh, she says with gritted teeth. Right. And up we come. Nice and slow as well. He didn't do much for the Scottish stereotype, did he? Big man. So it's a squat, up and down the levels of life, okay? Next one we have the hinge. Can you maybe a lip bridge to begin with?
Yeah, you'll do it.
Yeah.
Any particular one as well?
Just whatever's comfy first and foremost, mate.
So it's the same you spoke about earlier around that tip there. Lock that in so your back is flat.
You see the differences in the breathing as well. How that everything's linked to that core.
I'm not breathing whilst I'm moving.
Yeah.
So I'm ensuring intra-abdominal pressure the whole way through, like a virtual belt.
One more, buddy.
Yeah.
So in here, big breath in. It holds. And it's rocky anyway, but it's even more so because you've got that locked in. And then it releases as you go down.
So you can bring that.
Yeah. Exhale.
As long as you keep everything tight, so you're breathing behind the shield.
Yeah.
So you're not letting yourself go loose. You exhale.
No.
Still,
That's for tomorrow.
because you can exhale and it's soft, so that behind the shield, so keep everything very tight.
That's a good one, behind the shield. Give it a go, guys. And see what's coming up for you in terms of your body. Are you moving the hips up loose? Tip. You've still got that $10 million lottery ticket. Squeeze the glutes.
Mum and cheeks.
Squeeze it. Michelle, your lottery ticket's too close to me, so if you're not squeezing those bum cheeks, I'm going to take it. So keep a hold of it.
So what you can also do to activate your nervous system is, as you're down here, just have a look, beautiful people for a moment, is this. I've done it before. And that stamping activates your nervous system and lets you know that you're about to do something. Yeah? You're about to do some work. It starts engaging the connection between your brain and the rest of your body. And if you want additional power output, squeeze your fists together as well. Okay? It's a bit of overkill, but you'll feel it. It's not overkill, actually, it really isn't. It's
Moving well.
will be a lot harder to do, more difficult.
Good guys, well done.
Stef,
Yes, mate.
is that like the balls? No, seriously?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're preparing for something. They're preparing for their nervous system to activate at a high level. Yeah.
From here, a little bit of revision. Back to your feet without using your hands, if you can. Right? From there, I want you just to relax and just hang. See how far down you can go. Doesn't really matter. Just honour your body. There's one glute tight than the other. There's one hip tight than the other. But to get back up, I want you to tuck your hands in where you can go all the way down or not enough. Just tuck them back in. Pull the shoulders back and down if you can, so your back becomes straight. So remember Ross had showed us earlier his improper deadlift position. I want you to get you back into this position. So shoulders back and down. And then squeeze the glutes together to stand up as fast as you can. And when you do that, big exhale. Back down, just nice and relaxed. Switch everything off. Nice and loose. And pull the shoulders back and down. Squeeze them up. Lovely flex there. That's where you got a Pantene there. That's amazing. Right, back down again. Al, your butt's right on camera, buddy. Can you make it Online people, you are welcome. You are welcome. That is extra. Right. Try and get nice and loose. Nice and loose. I wonder how many likes that will get, brother. Cheers, buddy. Once you're ready, don't wait for me to tell you now. Just make sure the shoulders are back and down first, and then squeeze the glutes. And be aware of the body. Did you come up like this? Or were they locked in? Right, we're quite non-PC Geek to Life. An easy cue is boobs and bum. Or pecs and glutes if you're a guy. Stick your bum out, squeeze it back together. And as that's squeezing, the shoulders come back. So what we do a lot with that pelvic tilt, what we do for a lot of people is they don't engage the glutes with the deadlift and they're rounded here and they end up in that position like that. So we want that back and down. Everyone do that just now for me. Stand up tall with purpose. Actually do that again.
So just think of opposing muscle groups. So you've got your traps and you've got your lats here. Okay? If your traps are on, your lats aren't. If your lats are on, the traps aren't, which is a good thing in this case. So it's called reciprocal inhibition. It applies as well to psychology or emotionality. We'll talk about that tomorrow though. But, and spirituality as well, per se. So as you're coming up, and Mark's saying drop your shoulders, bring your lats into play. Lock. Now these aren't on, so that's not going to happen. It's just impossible, this just won't happen.
Here we go. This is your deadlift, by the way. And the deadlift, well, the hinge, should we say, is just the ability, and when life is wearing you down, can you get the bit between your teeth and gain a different vantage point? Can you get a different perspective? Can you get a different perspective? Because it's easy to hang down here with the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's hard to pull them back, remember what it is you need to be doing for growth, and then stand up and go, you know what, let's be counted for. Right? From there, we've kind of touched on it, is pull. So we're going through life. We've got the balance, pelvic tuck, excuse me, we've got the rotation, we've looked back, we're back in here. We're comfortable in this present moment, there's some things coming with us, we go up and down the levels of life. Then we have, in those levels as well, sometimes it gets beyond us and we get weighed down, but then when we get up here and we can see the horizon easy enough, we've got a decision time to make. Now where men usually falter here is they go, I'm going to push on now. But they probably have time in that hinged space to look around and see, boys and girls, can you just give me 5-10 minutes please? Naughty kids in the corner, thank you. Once you get up to there, have you truly seen the lesson and the blessing? Because sometimes you actually need to pull back before you can go forward. Has anyone had to go at archery on holiday or used a bow and arrow before? Does it just fire straight away? You need to create force. Sometimes by doing that you need to pull yourself back. Now when you look at the posture of everyone today, stress, we're in that fight or flight mode. Now if you're a young guy, I'm going to use them as an example because it's an easy to illustrate the point. But we go to the gym and Conor McGregor's doing well in the MMA world, so I want to take up boxing, so I'm in here even more. But my mates are still bodybuilders, so oh, how much do you bench, bro? And I go, yeah, functional training, hashtag games. Right? How are you doing? Oh, mate, the third move is rotation. Hold on, I'm putting my indicators on. I can't tell. It's stuck here, well, a human hot dog. Can't move. Right? So before we go pushing on in life, sometimes you need to pull yourself back. It's been a big thing for me. My fierce loyalty to people and places and environments and situations and my own bullshit has kept me stuck, and I've just tried to push beyond it. But I've not fully seen it teaching me sometimes you need to cut some things away from yourself and pull back. So can we just do that just now? You're probably a perfect example from here. Just relaxing just now for me. Oh, you're in for a treat, man. Hey buddy, switch him on. And that's science, by the way. That's kind of, if you make more noise when you contract, you get more gains. Right? Cool. And just be aware of your body, what you're doing. And you're going up ever so slightly as your trap's coming up here. So the boys kind of stuck. If they are, go back to a couple of previous levels. Get the T-spine freed up again. Get a few rotational movements. When we can pull back, think of that bow and arrow, when we can pull back and we're already present, clear and grateful for the previous stuff, we're excited to push forward. But it's not manic, it's just push. Now, get to life guys, you've heard these examples to your blue in the face, but I'll keep going anyway. Can you show me a couple of push-ups first? We'll put it to the test. Right, show me your push-ups. And if anyone does them on your knees, that's fine, but if anyone labels them as female push-ups, be wary of backlash, because I'm telling you, the girls are better than the guys for the most part. Cool. Right. I'm not going to name names, but that's cool. How do you open a door? show me your push. If there was a door there, and it was a push door, because I've asked you before, Michael went and pull it. That's a push door, Michael. So if you were to push a door open, imagine saloon doors. You were to push them open, how would you push it? Can everyone show me that just now? Cool. Cool. So we don't have any of this, we don't have any of this, and we don't have any of that. And it's weird that some of them, we don't have that, eh? That's another opposite. Going there for cover, in case anyone jumps out, right? It's just there, you just push. It should be either side, pecs, boobs, whatever part of the anatomy going to area. Just in there, and just feel it. Alright? Stand up for me again, we're going to put it all together a little bit. Hands on the floor if you can. I want you to do a level kind of crawl into a plank position. I want you now to make sure your index finger is pointing at 12 o'clock and turn the rest of your fingers open as wide as you can. So the eye of the elbow should be pointing towards your index finger, 12 o'clock. As you bring the eye of the elbow round, your shoulders will come back and down. And I want you to just pulse your fingertips into the floor. Ladies, imagine you're squeezing Stef's bum. Guys, imagine you're squeezing mine. And from there, what's your own bum doing? Is it still tucked under? Is it squeezing together? Now see if you can pull the shoulder back to go down. And imagine you get fire in your hands and push up. Cool? Pull and push. Looking pretty good. When you've decided to push that door open into possibility, and you're moving through life, you go, oh, do you know what, it's not as bad as what I first thought, because you've pulled away from all the crap and you've opened it. Sometimes confidence builds, you take a leap of faith, which is also known as a lunge. Okay? Give that a go. But there's one condition with this. You need to move around the room and not touch someone. Yes. Go! And the reason why I do that is because when people go to lunge, all of a sudden they become very aware of their feet and they think they're going to fall off. So they start looking at the feet, the whole centre of the gravity changes, and then the lunge looks a bit sloppy. It's nothing to do with the head existence. Remember, the balance in the beginning. A little bit of fun. Reverse! Keep facing the way you're facing though. Hey! You might need to rotate a little bit and check behind you. Go on your reverse legs. Oh, nice. Let them know. What was harder? Going backwards, same as the visual cues. Right, breeze where you are there. It's cool. Sometimes in life we need to go to the side. Can we get a lunge to the side as well? And see how that feels. Cool.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Thank you. There's the next level. Give it a go, guys. And then see if you can change like so. Stef is.
Is your bottom facing way?
Yeah. No, the other foot's pointing. There you go. Yeah, mama. Cool. Now this isn't meant to make anyone feel bad or limited, or I don't know how to. This is what happens. This is what all of our bodies can do if we honour it and run it. Now, if you're not already friends with Stef, I would recommend. I don't know even if you can take any more. 5,000.
He's full.
Yeah, he's full. Follow him at least, guys, and go on to some of his albums. He's got an amazing album called Movement and Mindset. There's amazing posts talking about the psychology and getting in touch with ourselves and honouring that movement. But that's one there. But I want you to just kind of do this. Gracie, can you? Yours is the best. What's the last lunge that we're missing that you do with the guys in Gate to Life too? Remind them, yeah. Sometimes you just need to remind yourself how loyal you are. And there's a cut ceiling. So keep practicing that and tell me what starts talking to you.
Good. Like to try and wrap that one right behind if you can. You can play footsie with your partner, that's okay, we're all friends here. What do you feel when you do that? What do you feel when you bring it closer? Have a play. Cool. Last couple, guys. The last one, sorry. You have 2 minutes to move around the room non-stop. The only stipulation is you've got to make as much noise as you can, and imagine you're one of those small humans in the corner. That means you crawl, hop, skip, walk, jump. Regina Falange, your friends, you can do whatever the hell you like, guys. Whatever the hell you like. And Jason's going to bang some tunes, because I want you to get back into what you were like as a kid. Have fun with it. No one had to tell you to, sorry, you needed to be told to come in. Now we need to get told to go out and go to the gym. We've got it backwards. Find your inner child. Let's go. Right, man. Go on, Cody. Yes. If someone's got a treatment, don't touch them. Good, you can shuffle, you can break. Good, Tony boy. Now I feel like PE teacher again, we're watching him from the circle. And it's the brake part trying to run it out. Play tight. Don't bullshit. Last thing. Okay, so you'll push up first. Actually, just watch the first movement, yeah? Up through. You can do it this slow if you want. This foot, if your left foot is on the ground, your right hand's on the ground. That comes back through. Same way you came through, but in reverse. Other foot. Through. Just do that to start. Yep. You can do the push up on your knees. You don't have to do the push up on your toes. Go on, Corey. Show us the goods. Yeah, so your right foot goes on the. So if you why don't we just break it all down? We'll all do it together. We'll all do it together. So top of the push up position. On your knees or on your toes, it doesn't matter. Do a push up. Go back to the top of the push up position. Good. Right foot on the outside of your right hand if you can. Just keep it there. Good. Now bring your left foot through that gap where your left hand is and your right foot is, and now come back into a sit-up position. So just fully lay down, just relax. Keep your right foot bent. Keep your right foot bent. Just stay there for a moment. Get up into the seated position, however you want, doesn't matter, you can use your hand. Just stay there. Just stay there for a moment. Place your left hand on the outside of your left foot. Good. Near your knee. Oh, sorry, on the outside of your left leg, sorry. Near your knee is good. Create a bit of a distance, so if you need to, maybe have a 10, 15, 20 centimetres away if you need to. Lift your hips off the ground. Just stay there. Bring your left foot back into the top of the push-up position. Through that gap, if you can. And back in the top of the push-up position. It takes time. Do another push-up. Place your right foot on the outside of your left. Left foot on the outside of your left hand. Pop your right foot through. Back into a sit-up position, so you're laying down, keep your left leg bent. Come up into a seated position. Right hand on the outside of your right knee. Lift your hips up, bring that right leg back. Good. Rest. And just wait. We're going to put some stuff together. This is going to be a little bit easier, this one here, okay? So here, we're going to twist to the side and rotate. Just watch me first, let me just do a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, there's 3 points of contact. Glute, foot, hand. 3 points of contact, not 4. You can if you want, if you really want. You can do it. But otherwise 3. We come back into that crouching position, just here. Rotate to your right. Drop your heel. Pop your left leg through. That's it. There you go, easy. Lateral side kicks. And then back into that all fours position.
Oh.
Keep switching legs, alternate.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're facing one way, when your leg is out, it's 90 degrees.
Come on,
But 3 points of contact, hips, foot and hand. So your hips touch the ground. Show you again. Everybody get in this position here.
Come on guys, last bit. Finish strong.
Well, your ability to focus under stress and pressure is what defines your ability to succeed in life. Contributes anyway. We rotate to our right. We drop that right heel. Drop the right heel. Then just pop the leg through and touch your bum on the ground.
Is the glute about to touch the ground still?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, in this case it's easier if it does. So easier if it, that's harder because there's 2 points of contact now. That's easy. I want it to be easier for you to get the movement for you, yeah? And through. Back again. There you go, Daniel's got it. Good. But touch your glute on the ground. Touch your hips on the ground. And take your time, do it slow. Don't do it fast.
Good job.
Good. That's it. That's it, Corey. Good. It's actually really quite tough. Not really tough. So just slow it down.
It's getting hot in here.
Oh, so warm in here.
Right?
Oh.
Guys, can I say a massive, massive thank you for day 1. If you've enjoyed it and you know any friends that could benefit from day 2, because trust me, this is literally the warm-up. There's a reason why I've left you with this. Tomorrow, we go deep. Can you give yourselves a big round of applause?